Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim, fam. You know what? Adults ruined toys for kids. Why do I say that? Because with all these adults taking all the toys, what the hell is the kids gonna get? Even if we go to Ross, you got to think about it. Kids are in the store looking to buy something and they can't because it's not there because somebody else came and got it. Places where kids could actually be a part of collecting, you know, it's hard now. Think about it. If you are in a place like Target, Walmart, you may not be able to afford collecting as a kid. But in places like Ross, you have a fair shot. You find some stuff. But like I said, you got in Ollie's as well, DD's discount. But you have grown ass men with a shopping cart full of shit, man. Looking, I'm about to cash out on all this stuff. And the kid looking like, at least, can I get one from you? If I could add to my collection. And they looking at you like, you snooze, you lose, right? Lady told me, she said, the thing that I hate about adult collectors, and I'm going to be honest with you, she said they all look creepy as hell. Grown ass men with clothes that don't fit right. I was laughing, right? She said they all in the aisle looking creepy as shit. I don't know if they looking at the toys of my kids. But my whole thing is, why the hell is your kids walking around a toy aisle by their damn self? My mom and daddy never allowed me to do that shit, man. I don't care how safe it was or how safe it wasn't. They wasn't having that shit. And I'm trying to figure out why we allowing that now, man. You know what? Take your time. And you know what? Watch your damn kids. It's a shame that people are always saying that kids, should have the benefit of the doubt. Man, you know what? You get there, you look at what you get it. If you like it, if you see stuff that you won't, pick it up and carry it to the front. You know, I don't know, man. It's hard to call it, man, because I guess I had it different when I was young. We bought what we wanted. It was stuff available for everybody. You get what I mean? I couldn't afford everything, don't get me wrong, but, it was stuff enough for everybody. And plus, the greed wasn't in the game yet. These kids got to deal with greedy ass adults, greedy resellers, greedy corporations. They dealing with all that. And they looking at you like, damn, you just took all the toys off the shelf. Like, damn, we ain't even get an opportunity to buy anything. And I get that. I feel that. I understand that. I can really understand that my damn self as a collector, man. I have been minutes away in Ross, walking to the back of the aisle, man, seeing the guy loading the cart up full of shit, man. And I'm like, I actually asked the guy, could I get one? He actually looked at me, man. He looked at my big ass for a minute, my big black ass. He looked at me for a minute and actually gave me one because I guess he said, this motherfucker look unstable. Let me look at my wife said, boy, your ass be looking unhinged sometimes. Look like you ready to whoop everybody ass. She said, I didn't notice it at first because you my husband. But she said, man, it was just so damn funny, man. I laughed my ass off. She said, you know what? She said, that's the thing about you. She said, it's like you don't know you giving it off, but like, man, I don't give a fuck. Say something stupid. I'm going to mess you up in here. But she said, that's the fun part about it. She said, when you in there collecting, you pick up the stuff you want. You're not worried about what other people may say or how they feeling about your collecting game. She said, this is how a lot of young kids are because my friend, son collects toys. And, every now and then I give him some of the ones I have or, some of the ones that I got extra of. If I bought a lot of toys, a group of loose toys, like say for instance, it was like 15 and I really wanted like 4 or 5 of them, I give him the other ones. It's like that. Collecting, it builds, it strengthens, like your imagination, man, your ability to think, that you can do anything, man. And that's what I like about collecting. And this is what I wanted for kids. But kids are not, there right now because they don't have the means like we do as grown as people. But, it's getting funny right now, man. And it's making me think, man. My friend was the other day like, all these damn kids in the aisle, man, I can't shop the way I want to shop. And I'm like, man, you know, it is a toy damn owl for kids, right? That's what's supposed to be in a damn owl. That's what I'm trying to understand. I'm like, fam, do you not get this? This is a toy owl meant for kids. And kids are in the owl, and you complaining about kids being in the owl. You in the owl with no damn kids. How do you think that look? Oh man, I could be bad toys for kids. I said I get it, but you know, I said you got a camera and shit, video recording and shit. They try to think, what is he really doing? I'm just being honest, man. This is how people think about us, man. They think we all creepy and everything and looking crazy. Bruh, that's the thing that you're supposed to look at with all of this, man. This is why I say, as a collector, get in, get the stuff that you gonna get. When I see kids in the aisle, I back out for a while and I'll wait. My wife said, why you waiting? I said, I was waiting on you to come. That way I could look at some stuff. And she was like, yeah, I understand. Because she said, I don't know what it is. It's like people leave a whole bag of kids in the aisle, man, and they be all somewhere else. I'm like, it's like the laundromat all over. If you ever go to a laundromat, it's like you see little kids running around a laundromat, and I hate to say it, if you really wanted to, you could just grab a bag and start throwing them in and just take them out, man. It's wild. I hate to say it like that, but people are not watching their kids nowadays. What is that about? Watch your damn kids. We wouldn't have all these kids on TV and stuff talking about my kid missing. You was right there with the kid. Where were you at? I gotta say this sometimes, man, but you know, my biggest thing is I want the kids to enjoy collecting, but you know what? For the most part, this stuff is not targeted for kids anymore. With the prices, with the over sexualized looking toys, dude, these are made for grown ass men. They're not made for kids. I understand that, you know, cartoons and stuff is hypersexualized now, just like there was back then, but now it just seems like stuff is just so far removed. It just seems like it's just a little out of hand. It's just real, man. But to later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.